Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on our YouTube account and we are checking out the Temple Rift. Now overall guys, we do have a couple more days within the Grand Hunt, but I wanted to go ahead. I did want to do a trial run, kind of show you where I'm at right now. Looking at the Grand Hunt, now this beacon is a little bit different. You'll notice my tank's fortitude is at 105 right here, and it does cost me one of these cores. Now I did not know this. Once you get to level 100, every sub-level costs a core. So going to level 100 was just my regular essence. Going to 101 was a core. So every odd level is a core to use in here, which is awesome because I have 129 cores. So I can actually make a considerable amount of progression in here, starting to use the cores versus utilizing all of my essence as I continue to climb. Now, just like we've seen before, I maxed out my badge addiction. Now, some players say to do subjugation once just because of the factional advantage that you do have against a couple heroes. So I'm going to reset one. I'm just going to reset. I put one in there. I thought I put one in there. So we did put one in subjugation. We did put one in energy transfer. The rest, tank, ranger, support is what I'm going within this formation. So looking at the Grand Hunt, again, I went through, I did one attempt, guys. We got 6%. I feel like overall my battles could definitely be a little bit stronger. So I'm going to run through exactly the heroes that I'm running. Group 1, we do have Joan of Arc with Mishka in here. We have Mortis, we have Baden for the ads, and then we do have Kren. You can see Kren doing almost 21 billion damage there. Second formation, I put in Talene. Now this formation usually calls for the Awakened version of Brutus. However, in here, you cannot merc heroes. I do not have Brutus. So looking at Talene, guys, overall, you got to kind of work with what you got. But looking at this combination, we have Screg, we have Queen, we have Frampton, and I have Anasta, meaning that it is going to be a total invade team, guys, with Talene keeping everyone up and also doing a considerable amount of damage in here. Now this one, this really relies on the damage that we're seeing output from Athalia. Having Athalia built really does a really big difference. You can also see Source in there, guys. I'm doing a considerable amount of healing, but Athalia is the damage dealer within this formation. Also does rely on a little bit of RNG. Now this one, I am absolutely going to have to take out Scarlet in here. So I ran Gorvo in here. I had Scarlet, I have Silas, I have Rowan, and I have Rain. Scarlet, unfortunately, I do not have that mage tree built, so I'm going to have to replace Scarlet with someone else within the formation. And then the final one, of course, is Drez. We know that Drez, the higher you build him, the better he is really going to perform in here. We have Grez, we have the twins, we have Hodgkin, and then we have Warwick in here. Again, I feel like I really do need to build up these heroes a little bit higher to really be successful within here. Now I'm going to run through the badges, guys. We're going to start again with our first team. So here we are using our Defender's Protection. You can see that is a damage retaliation on a lot of the targets. We also do have the Master of All, of course, on our summoning units, including Grez and Baden. We have the Cape of Inspiration, ultimate abilities on there. Then, of course, if the wielder does not receive damage, attack speed is up, which is perfect for Kren. Looking at our second team, again, this is subbing in Talene. Definitely could swap something out with Talene, but she is running the Curse Breaker. Here we do have the Oracle Stone, the Shadow Strike, the Shadow Fall, and then of course the Ground Splitter AoE damage that we're doing from Anasta. In the third combination, again, really focusing on Athalia within this one. Again, with the Shadow Fall that we've seen before. Horn of Inspiration, when they use the ultimate skill, the allies are inspired. Physical Pierce, Magical Pierce, so definitely boosting some damage in there. Energy recovery is increased by 20%. And then, of course, the Sword of Triumphant and the Shadow Fall again. On this one, I did utilize the Awakened version of Thane. It is the only Awakened version other than Aziz that I do have built. You can sub this in for a different hero. Some players were using Cecilia just to put out a little bit more damage. But the only thing we're using him for in here is this Wind Veil. So as long as you have him, even at a lower level, guys, the SP effect in here with Thane will still work without having him totally built out. And he is not the primary damage within this formation. Looking at this one, again, we're going to rely on Gorvo doing the damage right there with the Sword of Triumphant. We have the Cape of Inspiration in there. We have the Curse Breaker again. We have the Sword of Triumphant a second time. And then, of course, I did kind of test out in here. I am going to need some more damage. So I was thinking maybe Raku, but I don't know. Overall, it's a very tough choice because we have a single target, meaning heroes like Ezio, I don't feel like are going to make a big difference. I really don't have that many strong, maybe Lucretia. Again, just because I do have her built out, might be one that is worth using. And you also do have to pay attention when a Wheeler slays 2 targets. She's not going to kill 2 targets in here. Excluding the normal attack and ultimate ability, Wheeler does AoE damage, which again, not a big one in here. Using a shield, there we go. So we're going to shield her up, allowing her to do some more damage within this formation. Final one, of course, Dres. We're running that Sword of Triumphant again. We see it down here on Warwick as well. We have the Master of All, same thing that we did have on Baden. Warrior's Vigor, and then, of course, the Defense Protection. So I ran this one single time, guys. And it did have Scarlet in there, so I'm going to try it one other time. Again, wait till the end. The reason I say this, guys, is you're going to have a lot more essence in the course of, what was it, 12 weeks or 13 more weeks, or 13 more days. That way you can get a lot more resources out of there, get a couple more levels in there, can make a difference for the rank overall. Exactly where you're going to end in here. In addition, getting some of the heroes built up. I've been building up Dres a little bit higher. I want to get some furniture on there if I have the opportunity within, again, the next couple days to build out a little bit of his furniture, even if we got to 3 of 9 to actually amplify his damage. Even getting the 9 of 9 furniture on Baden, maybe building Kren up to the plus 60 engraving. There's a lot of heroes, guys, that built up just a little bit higher. And look at that, Kren went down early in this one, guys, which means the damage is going to be next to nothing on this one. Looking here again, kind of the invade team. We want to keep everyone together over on the side. Queen providing some pretty solid CC in there. We did take her to the plus 60 engraving. I feel like some of these other heroes we have to build out higher, guys. Talene, I need to build out a little bit higher. Frampton needs the rest of his furniture. Anastan needs some engraving, needs some furniture as well. There's a lot more that needs to be built out. And again, we're not the very 1% when it comes to building out these heroes. We don't put that much into this account anymore to really stay on top of all of the damage. But overall, guys, not too bad. If I can stay in the top 10 or 20%, I'm pretty happy with the results in there. This one, of course, relying on the damage that Athalia puts out, and Saurus keeping everyone alive. If he goes down early without getting those stacks, there we go, he's got his stacks. You can see everyone's HP just start to climb when he does pick up those stacks. And they're also, again, in addition to building out some of the heroes a little bit further, building out the badges a little bit further, we could also have the opportunity to swap up some of the badges. So I want to get your feedback. Let me know, guys, what we could swap up in here, what badges we could utilize to be a little more inducive just of the heroes and all, and how well it's going to work. I'm hoping, again, I pop Lucretia in here. Ranger, we have the tree built. She ults pretty quick. She does a considerable amount of damage. In addition, guys, just having her built, having the furniture on her, having, you know, everything kind of built out. Not sure if it made a big difference, but it looks like the teams here are dying out very, very fast with the specs that I'm building in here. Seems like the damage is going pretty good. But overall, even more, guys, that's 26 seconds in and they're already dying. But might be by design, so we'll see if we come in a little bit higher with dropping out Scarlet, putting in Lucretia within that comp. But I think the first comp really, really just sank it from the beginning with Kren dying so early on that one. Overall, 82,949. See, quite a big drop, guys. Almost a 4 billion, over a 4 billion drop in there. But again, guys, we picked up our Grand Hunt rewards right now on the leaderboard with 11 days left. We're at 7%. Even if we stay within the top 20, I'm still good with it. Just to know that we don't have Brutus, we don't have the Awakened version of Talene. There are a lot of heroes that we do not have. But again, save your Temporal Beacon, save your uses. We still have 13 more days, guys. It looks like, oh, we got 70 right there. So I'm going to have to save, use it a little more in the rift, try to push a little more to get some essence, and then continue to level up that temporal beacon, guys. So, all right, so that'll do it for today's video, guys. The Grand Hunt. We're going to have some more formal guides coming out, but I just generally wanted to go in there, see exactly where we're at. We're at 7% right now, which is pretty good. I know with 13 days and 22 hours left, we're still going to have a absolute crazy amount of players that are coming in that very last day, maximizing damage, even doing resets in here, as well as getting a little bit more resources out of the Hall of Valor, or possibly in the temporal feedback, things of that nature. So again, guys, that'll do it for today's video with the Grand Hunt. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, thank you guys for watching.